All right, if there's any questions.
I have a question. Where would this funding come from for the alternative school you're suggesting?
Funding for alternative schools can come from many places. The government has money that they grant to schools each year. Plus, in addition, the schools are not funded equally. So if they fund the schools equally, there will be money left over. And if they use their money more wisely, currently in the school district that I am employed at, there is technology that the schools spend thousands and thousands of dollars on every year that sits in classrooms to gather dust and is not used. If they ensure proper use of the funds that they're allocating to schools for improvement, that will create more money for them to use for other things, like creating smaller classrooms for students who need an alternative style of education, especially when it comes to high school and they're getting ready to prepare for their own life as an adult. Next question.
I have a question for you. In your goal to become an elementary education teacher, would you add any vocational elements to your teaching, or does it just need to be made for high school students?
I feel that some of the curriculum needs to be changed. For instance, in our math program, they learn how to do all these fancy different kinds of math, but when a kid goes to the grocery store for their mom and is handed a $10 bill and told to go buy some apples and oranges and bread, they should be able to calculate the cost of this in their head, and most students can't because they're not taught that skill in school anymore. By the age of 10, a student should be able to walk into a grocery store and purchase a simple list of grocery items and know if they have enough money to cover that.
I have a question.
Yes, Alex?
How would a change like you proposed have helped when you were in high school?
That's an interesting question because when I was in high school, it wasn't necessarily vocational training. But when I went to high school, they had programs where you could do work study and get credit for on-the-job training. And your boss had to fill out paperwork and show that you were not only just doing a job, but you were being trained in different skills. My job happened to be a clerical assistant, and I had to show typing skills as well as other office management skills for this job. Those kind of job opportunities and training programs are not that widely available anymore.
I have a question. Should some of these skills be taught at home, for example, budgeting?
Perhaps some of the budgeting skills should be taught at home, just as some of the health factors that they teach in high school health should be taught at home. But the sad fact is they're not being taught at home, or you would not have kids that are the age of 22, 23 in gross amounts of debt because they don't know how to manage their own money.
I think that's all you have to